Now, the second piece I want to tell you is from the Arctic, as I mentioned. And the Inuit, as it turns out, have a whole rich, rich tradition of string figures. And the Inuit tell their kids, now I travel all over and I perform and I also do workshops and teach people how to do these string things. And I tell the kids about, you can't do it when people are trying to talk to you. Don't do it when your teacher's giving a lesson. Don't, just be reasonable about it. Don't drive people crazy with your string figures. But of course, when you get a string, when you get going with this, it's really, really exciting, and it's hard not to just go do it all the time. But in the Arctic, there's one group there that has a rule about the strings. They say to the kids, do lots of strings. Play it lots, but don't do it too much. Well, the kids are like, how do we know how much is too much? You figure it out. Well, what happens if we do it too much? Ha! If you do it too much, here's what happens. One night, while you are sleeping inside the igloo, the spirit of string figures will come to you, will crawl through the tunnel into your igloo, will come to where you sleep on your sleeping skins, and will tap you on the shoulder and wake you up. And with its bony finger, it will beckon you to come with it. You will leave, you will follow the spirit of string figures outside, and you will face him for a contest of speed. Face to face with the spirit of string figures. Whether there is light or dark, you have to compete for speed. Well, the kids have to be sure they can do this stuff fast, so they practice and practice. They want to be able to do it fast. They want to be able to do it without looking, in the dark. They practice and practice. But it's not just the fact that you're not looking, because it could be dark. It's also the fact that when the spirit of string figures stands in front of you, you have your own string on your hands. The spirit of string figures doesn't carry that kind of string. The spirit of string figures opens his mouth while you're standing in front of him with your string ready for your race. He opens his mouth and he takes his hand, he puts it into his mouth all the way down his throat to his stomach, around the corner. He hooks his intestine and pulls that out. That's what he uses. So you have to be fast and you have to have nerves of steel, because you do not want to lose that race. The spirit of string figures, if you win that race, you get to go home, go back into the igloo, lie back down, go back to sleep. But if you lose the race, within 1 year from that day, someone in your home will go blind. And in that culture, in the times that this story came from, being blind was just about like being dead. So it was very serious. And that's what they told those kids who loved to play with string.
Big brother! Yes.